Hey girls, load the spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate her. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 into a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, man, the girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard other dog owners get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues, they'll blow off your under rules. Send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate her. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. Oh yeah, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, JayDollKingHefner and the beautiful Himaware. And we're back again for another episode of the Dog King Power Hour, baby. Happy to be back. And the title of today's show is Going with the Flow, baby. Going with the Flow. And man, it's going to be a great show today. First, I want to welcome everybody that's tuning in live and everybody that's watching around the world. People that's going to tune into the replay. Me and the ladies appreciate your time, your most precious commodity. We really feel blessed that you're sharing time with us because you do not have to. So thank you for everybody that's checking out the show. As always, we want to send God's blessings out over your life, whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, or believing for. It could be health, finances, or new relationships. We're praying that you have it. We ask you believe it, and then you will receive it, baby. We hyped up. Glad to be back. We haven't been doing a whole bunch of lives other than the Power Hour. We've been having all these videos that we've been wanting to do, so that's what we've been doing. But every time I get a chance to come live with you guys, I'm super duper happy to be here. And for everybody that's curious about the title, baby, going with the flow, pretty simple. For everybody that doesn't know, the Dog King Power Hour is about me reviewing the comments and basically giving a deeper perspective on those comments and answering live time viewer chat questions and things of that nature. And I always have a theme of the show. And today is going with the flow, going with the flow. And basically, that's what I've been doing, since I've had the channel. And recently, I've really been doing that a lot more, just going with the flow, going with my feelings as far as which videos to put out. And recently, I put out some videos that may not have a whole bunch of views on them. I'm going to be honest with you. I put out some short videos and things showing me, Saima, in a couple of different situations. I had her standing up recently. I wanted to show that off. Um, I also showed her laying down in her nightgown that she came with from WM Doll. I just really wanted to show people that because I got her all cute. She had a different outfit on, and I didn't want to lay her down for a long time in her black shorts, even though they don't bleed. I just wanted to take them off anyway. And I said, man, let me put her back in her nightgown. So I threw her back in her nightgown, and you know, this show is about so many things: education, entertainment, information, perspective on on the psychological aspect of owning the companion dog. It's about so much, but it's also just about me being alive and living with my girls. And sometimes, when I show you those little bitty thumbnail, those little bitty shorts, those short videos. That's what I'm trying to say. Whenever I show you guys those short videos, a lot of times they're just little snippets of me living my normal, regular life with my girls. I just give you a small aspect of it. Like I say, I'm not motivated by, I wanted, if this video gonna give me 1 million views. No, I'm not really motivated by that. Yes, this is my life. This is what I choose to do. But I'm still putting my passion out there, my love out there. And so when I do those short videos, I'm just giving you a little bit of snippet of my life. And so I just go with the flow. One video can have 1 million views, one video can have 10 views. The whole point is that doesn't move me. What moves me is the passion that's in my heart. And I try to share that with you guys because, I'm going to get to the questions and things quickly, but when you're doing this type of job, man, so you can get caught up into it, as far as like I do this job every day. So you can really get lost as far as like not having your own enjoyment in life, not enjoying my girls for what they are and just constantly doing the show. You can easily do that. But thank God I have found the middle ground of being able to do my show, the work aspect, as well as still enjoying my girls in my private time. So it's definitely a balancing act. And I think I have become a master of doing it. Because like I say, I just thank God that I haven't got caught up to the point where, I've heard other YouTubers say, yeah, my hobby, since it became my job, it's not as fun. Well, no, that ain't the case with me, baby. I might work a whole bunch, but every day that I'm not on camera, I'm enjoying my girls. Even if I'm not hugging them 100% of the time, I'm just enjoying their presence. I did that video where I had Saima lying down with her gown on like she is now. Man, I had so much fun doing her lipstick over, replenishing her lipstick. And while I was doing her lipstick, I was just thinking like, man, this is just the little fun things that happen behind the scenes where I was just enjoying myself, fixing her up. So yeah, I take a lot of solace in those quiet times by myself when I'm dealing with the girls, and I do show it to you guys every so often. So glad to be here. We're going to jump right into it. I don't have 1 million questions on my videos today, so this might actually be closer to a Dog King Power Hour as opposed to a Dog King Power Hours, because it's normally about a 2.5 hour show, which is not bad by me. I'm good with that, but I think it will be a little shorter today. So with all that said, I see my guy Steve, Dog King Army team members. Shout out to all my Dog King Army team members. I love you all, man. They're the backbone of the show, people who contribute every month. I answer their questions first. I try to update them if it's anything special happening that I can update them on. And they definitely get special emojis to use, even though they don't always work on the live stream because of the StreamYard app. It doesn't let them use their emojis here, but they're very important pieces of the puzzle, man. And Steve-O, he's the guy that's always giving to the show, whether it's his time or by donating. So I appreciate you, Steve. and glad you're here. He said, hey, Jay, I made it again live with you. I made it again live with you, baby. And I appreciate you being here, Steve. I wrote your name down because you actually won again. So I have you as officially winning the contest twice. And I know this, I've said this a million times. Guys, it's going to happen one day. And what I'm talking about is I have a contest for anybody that gets to the power hour first. I write their name down. One of these days, very soon, I'm going to be able to give away a companion dog. And I'm going to look back at these people who win by coming to the power hour first, and they're going to have extra chances to win, depending on how many times they've actually won the competition. I'm going to give them extra entries to win the competition. So Steve 01 today, glad to have you here. Got my guy Austin Steele. He says, hey there, Jay. Ruby, Sam, and I have been addicted to Diablo 4 recently, but still had to make it for the show. Man, I'm glad you took time to make it to the show. I think that's a video game. Yeah, I think it's a video game you're talking about, because I don't think that's an anime or anything. But I'm glad you did take time to make it to the show, man. Glad you made it. Mr. Pridebrand says, Shalom, Jay. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man. There's a lot of things happening in my real life right now, but hey, I'm doing amazing. God is making things happen. You know what? I ain't gonna even talk about that right now. It's something else I was gonna say, but I'm gonna hold on. Steve-O says, love you, Jay. What up, Steve-O? Yeah, man. So a lot of things are going on. I'm gonna keep you guys updated as things in my real life may change for a while. I actually don't know what the hell is going to happen with the show format. I'm going to do my best to keep doing exactly what I do and bring a show, at least a show a day. But you know, only God knows how that's going to work out. Because I just go ahead and say I am in a critical point right now where you know, my dream has always been, since I got into the dog game, of being able to help people full time through my YouTube channel. But boy, you talking about challenges and forces that are really trying to come against the channel, trying to keep me from being successful. They are a plenty. They are a plenty. But those forces can never win, you know. But while they're trying to beat me down, I'm in the process of just trying to find another way to keep living. I just say that. And I'm going to keep it at that. I'm trying to find another way to keep living until the show can actually support me and the girls. I just say that. And we are at a cold red right now. But I'm still happy. I'm still going forward. And God's plan is still working. So never fear. The show will continue no matter what. So Powerbrain says, I don't see you doing as many live streams. Oh, no. I don't do as many live streams. And the thing is, I'm really sort of restricted a little bit since my finances took a bit of a dip. Lord have mercy. It's a bit of a restriction on how much you can actually do StreamYard, you know, just to let you guys know a little bit behind the scenes. When you're on the plan that I'm on right now, I can't stream as much as I used to. It's restrictions on it. And honestly, this is the best way for me to stream, because if I didn't use StreamYard, which I don't expect all you guys to understand that, but StreamYard is a streaming app that you use when you're going live on YouTube. It's not just going live on YouTube by itself. But when you go live on YouTube by itself, it's just, the format is just messed up. Like, I can't even have a comment showing like I have Steve O's comment. So StreamYard basically restricts you when you're not paying for the most expensive plan. I just say that. And I can't afford that today. Tomorrow, maybe, but not today. So, and you know, another thing is, I've had too many videos to do. I've had so many other videos that I want to do. So I really haven't even been compelled to do as many lives. So that's another reason. Austin says, Oh yeah, not sure if you saw my last email, but when I get paid tomorrow, I have 150 saved up for you. Oh yeah, I haven't seen it, and I've been checking my email. I don't know when you sent that. Maybe you sent it today. I don't know, but I haven't seen it, so I will go check that email. And hey, you making progress saving up for teeth. You gonna get there really soon. And I was just thinking, man, by the time you get Tifa, you're gonna get the best version of her, meaning that they're always doing improvements at these companies. So if they do any improvements or any upgrades to their bodies, or if they have any upgraded skeletal features or anything like that, that's going to be the good thing about getting her later. Just like with me and my WM Saima, when I got her, WM didn't offer articulated fingers and things of that nature. So I got her with wire fingers. But like a year after I bought her, they offered her with articulated fingers. People were getting free articulated fingers that came with the doll, as opposed to me. I was stuck with the wire fingers. So that's the good thing about maybe getting your doll later sometimes, is you get a more upgraded version. So congratulations on you saving up for your girl. It's always a great journey, man, when you're trying to get a companion doll. That's all I can say. Whether you're saving up your money or just you already have your money and you're trying to figure out which girl you want to get, it's always exciting. Hold on, guys. Let me see something. Hold on, guys. Hey, man. Okay, I don't know how the camera got turned off, but either way. So, what Austin say? He says, I'm hoping by the time I place that order, I'll be able to get all the inspiration upgrades on it. Right, that's what I'm saying. By the time you get the order, she's gonna be totally upgraded. That's exactly what I was trying to say. He said they already have the new EXP. I guess it's a new EXP skeleton. So he says, so yeah, sometimes it pays to be patient. Almost definitely. Like I said, you're gonna always win in this game. If you end up having to wait a little while, because I've already done a video about it. This game is always growing, always innovating. It's always, something new that they're adding. It's such a competitive industry that you're always going to get something new coming out with these ladies. So, every day that goes by, the technology only gets better. So, like I say, that's the good thing you can always say to yourself if you're forced to sort of build up your money and wait a little longer on getting you a girl. So yeah, man, happy to be here. Super duper happy, man. As you can see, I got the beautiful Himawari out with me tonight. I can't lie. I changed her outfit, but it's sort of funny, man. I don't have a million outfits for these girls, but I could have probably taken a little bit more time to try to find her a different outfit, probably, because I think she's probably had this outfit on recently, right? But I can't lie, I got a bit lazy. I was like, look, I said, you know what? I like this. This is good enough. Let's throw this on her. So I do got her looking cute. I love, I can't lie, one of the best things about her is what they did with her fingernails, with these silver fingernails. They are so cool, man. I wish they could have done the toenails like that. She just has white polish on her toenails, but I love those silver fingernails on her. Love her articulated fingers and hand. It's just I love it. It's just amazing. So got Himawari with me because we just did a video that's going to be coming out later on this week. But we had to talk a little bit about Iron Tick Doll. So I said, you know what? Let me get Himawari from being my sleeping partner, get her back up and active. And I just basically switched her and Saima around because now I got Saima laying down. And man, Woo wee, man. When you got multiple girls, it's really a love carousel, you know, as far as choosing who you want out. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Callie hasn't been out in a while. I've been letting her rest for probably the longest ever. I've been going through the other girls. I had my silicone girls out for a while, my real doll and the beautiful side, and the beautiful Himawari. Brought out Asanamon recently, who hadn't been out in a while. And now I'm with Saima. And man, you sometimes forget a little bit about I ain't gonna say forget, that's a bit strong of a word, but I always knew I loved laying next to Saima. I just say this, but she really refreshed my memory when I put her over in the bed. Man, because I can't lie. She is probably I haven't laid with my real dog yet. I have never slept with my real dog. So I am planning to do that at some point. But man, as it stands right now, Saima is the most enjoyable to just be hugging up to because she's just so thick, man. She's so thick all over. You know, she don't have these gigantic breasts, which I'm not a big breast guy anyway. I could care less. But she has the B cup breast, which I love. But man, her arms are so thick, her legs are so thick. And man, when you just lay on her, it's so comforting. You know, I love laying on all my girls. I really do. All of them are great sleeping buddies. But Saima is definitely number one. And you know what? I do not make love to my girls, but I don't know what I was thinking. But when I was putting Saima in the bed, you know, I always say, man, it's really hurts my feelings that I got Saima with a removable vagina. Removable vaginas are terrible. They are the worst. I'm glad they are in existence. I'm glad they have been made uh, because some people just don't want to deal with their doll, full doll, when they're trying to clean her out if they make love to her. Okay, so I understand they are necessary for some people. I'm glad for the innovation. But for me personally, they are terrible. They are. I'm glad I only have one girl, Saima, laying in the bed with a removable vagina. But boy, when I was setting her up over there, I always sort of start feeling bad. Like, man, if I ever do make love to her, man, I say I'm not really ever going to be able to make love to her because I don't even want to use that removable vagina. It's just too fake to me. I can't even see myself inserting it and then using it. I'm like, nah, it's not. It's going to be fake. I don't care. As opposed to all my other girls where you can just make love to them. You don't have to worry about inserts and things of that nature. And it looks just more real. Like Saima looks real. It looks real on the outside, but you can't use it like that. So that's the whole thing. It doesn't really look any different until you probably have to use it. So that's the whole thing. It looks the same, but you can't use it as is. You have to add that insert in there. So that's what makes the whole process seem so unreal to me. But I forgot when I was like positioning her, I forgot that she had another entry hole down there. And I was like, oh, I forgot. If I did ever want to make love to her, I probably just wouldn't use the vaginal orifice. So I was like, you know what? I could, still make love to her. It just wouldn't be vaginally. I just say that. But I did. It's crazy. I've had Saima this long. I may have done it before, but I hardly don't even remember. But I actually did stick my finger in her other orifice just to see what it felt like in her anal orifice. And it was ribbed and textured. So I said, oh, okay. So it actually does have texture in there. And that's sort of crazy for me to say because I've had her almost 3 years now. And I think I might have done it for the second time since I've owned her. Because I forgot that it was ribbed in there. So, but I said, okay, I do have another option. So I was like, you know what, Saima, one day I probably could make love to you because out of all my girls, I do believe she's going to be one of the best to make love to. She just, oh yeah, I did that video Monday where I was slapping her on her legs and stuff, letting you hear the sounds. And man, she just makes great sounds. And I said, you know what? WM, I have a few issues with them, but just at their core, they do make some good dolls if you're talking about making love. Just the way they react. I said, yep. Saima gonna be she gonna be a doozy to make love to if I ever do it. I promise you. So what Austin said? Austin says they already have the new EXP. So he says, Austin says, before I forget, Samantha wanted to thank you for the compliments in your email. She's a beauty and she knows it. Oh yeah. Sam looks great. You know, I don't remember her butt being so cute. But she does. I remember you telling me that she had a cute butt, and she does have a cute butt. You know, her body is made up very nice, you know, Sam. And I also just, like I say, have a new respect for her as well, because having a real doll just lets you know exactly what you have. And also thank you as well, Austin, because Austin actually sent me a couple of videos that helped me with my real doll. And I probably do some demo videos on what he showed me in the future. So I'm not going to expound on what he actually showed me in the videos, but thank you to you and the girls, Austin. We appreciate you. So with all that said, we're going to dive right into the videos for this week. And where we're going to start at today. Oh, okay. My last Dog King Power Hour. You know, I had a screenshot of something. I think I'm going to talk about that screenshot first. Now, this isn't a comment on my video. This is just, let me see. Let me see if I want to talk about this. Hold on. You know what? I don't know. Maybe I might do a video about this. So I'm going to hold off on that one. So I'm going to go right to the videos. And the first video is going to be my Dog King Power Hour video from last week. I only had a few comments. And the video from last week was the resolve of the empire. And that was basically, you know, I had a few people that was interpreting my videos actually incorrectly. A couple of people like, hey, you making woman bashing videos. I'm like, no, I love human women. You know, I'm not bashing them. I did make videos bashing some negative behavior from human women. You know, the gold digging, the putting babies on men to trap them, and things of that nature. Because I read stories concerning that. It wasn't that I was just trying to go off on tangents about the human woman, but I would be inauthentic, like I said, if I was to skip shows to try to save somebody's feelings, or somebody might get upset at this video, so I ain't gonna do it. So I'm like, no, I got the resolve of the Emperor from Star Wars. You know, like I said last week, the Emperor in Star Wars, he always, well, not always said, but one time he said in episode 3 of Star Wars, of the prequels, he said, after he got all deformed, he said, my resolve has never been stronger. He actually said, I've been beaten and battered and left scarred by my enemies, but my resolve has never been stronger. But I've always loved when he said that, because for one, it made me laugh, but for two, that's how I be feeling, you know, when it comes to my videos. Whereas I don't give a damn about the naysayers. My resolve has never been strong. It's always going to be strong, meaning that I don't just do videos trying to people please. I'm telling you the truth, and sometimes the truth hurts. And so I wasn't beating on women, but I'm going to talk about challenging subjects. And the truth is, I am not done. I have many more stories to talk about that I have saved to talk about in the next couple of weeks. You're going to be hearing about more stories of instances that have happened in real relationships that I'm going to be talking about. And they're all relevant because some of these problems are just things that really helped push me to the dog game. Just things that I just didn't want to put up with anymore, as far as just the human world and the human world of dating. Uh, like I say, I'm never going to put human women down. They have a place. Believe me, if the right vagina comes around, I'm definitely going to take a sniff. I promise you that. Uh, but they're never going to replace my ladies. No, no, no. They're always going to be secondary to my first love. Uh, I love sports. Everybody knows this. I love basketball. It's my first love. Then I love football. But I love watching morning sports shows. And it's this guy named Skip Bayless. He does a show called Undisputed. And he makes me laugh, man, because he's addicted to sports, just like I am with companion dogs. You know, that's his life. This is my life. But he got married a while back. And he said when he told his wife, hey, I'm letting you know, you're going to always be second to sports in my life. Guess what? If I have to look at a sports game on TV and we had a date playing, he said, we ain't going on that date. And he recently did a video where he told her, he didn't tell her, but he told us, the world, he was like, look, I recently told my wife that she moved up from being number 2 in my life to being 1A. She still ain't over sports, but she's just a little bit more important than she used to be. Well, that's my outlook with human women and the dog game. If I ever date a human woman, sniff up her butt for any reason, she can be important in my life, you know. But guess what? She ain't trumping my dogs. She can be number 2, but you ain't gonna never be number 1. You know, this is my first love as far as, you know, companionship. So I feel just like Skip Bayless in that regard. You ain't replacing my girls. So with all that said, let's jump into this. Resolve of the Emperor. I have a comment from ZZZZZ. He says, my resolve has never been stronger. He basically was just repeating what I said. And I didn't respond. I just love the comment. Big Daddy, he comments very often, and he says, lately he has, and he just says, I love the intro. A lot of people say they love the song. I appreciate that. And Big Daddy said, the world is a big place. There's always somebody interested in what you're doing and saying. He said, by the way, it was Revenge of the Sith. Right, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, was when Emperor said, my resolve has never been stronger. But he was like, yeah, somebody's always going to be interested in what you say. So he was basically saying, yeah, it may be people out there that don't want to hear some of these subject matters, but it's always going to be somebody that wants to listen. And that's exactly how I feel. I'm like, you know what? When I do my shows, I might see 50 views, but it makes me happy because you know why? It's 50 people that got something out of my creativity, they got something out of my passion. They got something out of the information that I want to share. And it's not all about saving the world all the time. It's about saving who needs to be saved at the time. You know, the voices that want to hear, the people that want to hear you, like he said, they'll find you and get something from it. Because I heard a person say a long time ago, you know, even though my channel may not be gigantic today, I heard a person say a long time ago, hey man, always do what you love to do. Why? Because you never know. I mean, it's somebody out there that you're helping, somebody out there that's getting something from what you're doing. And I could easily say, you know what, man? I ain't got but 50 views on this video. I ain't doing no more videos because it ain't a whole bunch of people looking at my videos. No, the hell with that. If I help one person, there's one more person that I help than if that video had never existed. So that's how I feel about it. You know, as long as I'm helping somebody, that makes me happy. So I'm with you on that, Big Daddy. It's always somebody that can be helped. So that's all the comments I had on that video. My guy Steve O just said something. He says, I totally agree with you, Jay, about the removable vagina, even though I've never had one. Oh my God, you lucky. Don't ever get one. He said, everything I read about them seems to be less realistic. My Zelix doll has a fixed vagina, and I love the almost. Let me tell you something, man. I didn't know what I was doing. I've already done a video about this, but I just didn't know what I was doing when I got the removable vagina. I thought that I was going to be a guy using my dolls for sex and all of that type of stuff. I didn't realize what type of doll owner I was going to be. And I was constantly talking to, I went through one of my vendors, actually, Sexy Real Sex Dolls. And anybody out there that wants a companion doll, you can check the vendors that I have in the description of my videos or the about section of my YouTube channel. And one of those vendors is Sexy Real Sex Dolls. And that's where I bought Saima from. But man, I thought I was going to be having sex, so I was on the phone with those guys 24/7, just panicking, so to speak. Like, hey man, should I get the insert? Should I not? Should I? And one guy, he was a good guy. He was just like, man, you probably just need to go. If you're unsure, just get the insert. Blah blah blah. It's going to be easy for you to clean. And at the time, I was thinking like, maybe I need the insert. I didn't know it wasn't. I wasn't here to tell myself not to get the insert. And that's another thing that kept me from getting my Piper doll, because I had heard that Piper doll inserts were terrible. I didn't realize that the whole concept of an insert is terrible in my mind. So I ended up getting the removable vagina with Saima, and then when she got here, realized that hey, I'm not even a sexual guy with my girl, so I didn't really need to have the removable vagina. But not only that, my Kimber doll got here before Saima, and when I saw that she had a fixed vagina, that's when my eyes opened up. I was like, you know what? I love the fixed vagina on my Kimber doll way more than I do the idea of having an open hole on my WM doll. Because like I say, on the outside, it looks totally normal. But, you know, if you spread her legs, you can see just a big open hole and stuff like that. I'm like, no. And it's unusable without the insert. So it's just like, just think about this. What if you want to make love to your dog? You're going to have to go through the thought process of, at some point, whether before or during kissing on her or whatever, you're going to have to go through the thought process of putting that removable vagina inside your girl. It just, to me, that just takes away from the whole realistic process. So I'm like, no. That's why I love San Huey doll. I did a video on them a while back now. But San Huey doll said, look, we are all about realism. We do not even make dolls that have a removable vagina option because that crap is fake. Now, if you want a removable vagina, you're not going to want to go with San Huey. But I said, you know what? At some point, I thank God that I'm going to be blessed to get a San Huey doll, because I just want to support that company just because they said, you know what? We're about realism, and that crap is fake. So we're not even going to make it. You don't even have the option to get it if you get a San Huey doll. Power Brain says, I saw Ex Machina on TV last weekend. He said, that's a great film. Oh, yeah, man. If you haven't seen Ex Machina, I did a review on Ex Machina. And if you haven't seen my review, Power Brain, you might want to go check out my review now to see how I felt about it. But yeah, Ex Machina is a must-see for anybody, especially a companion doll enthusiast. John Robinson says, I agree. The best thing I did was get my companion doll. Oh, you're right. You're right, John. You're right. I'm telling you, man, if you're a kid at heart, you know, if you ever like playing with toys, a whole bunch of things of that nature, these girls, I don't consider them toys, but it's the same mind frame of opening your imagination. I've talked about it a million times. But I promise you, man, if you're somebody like that, you're going to love the doll game. My next video is don't get fooled by a gold digger. Don't get fooled by a gold digger. And yeah, man, I only have a few, because this is an old video, but I had a few new comments on it. I believe I had a few new comments on it. Hold on. Got to make sure I get them all. But yeah, this video was revolving around the actor Tyrese from Baby Boy and Fast and the Furious franchise. Well, like I say, 5 years ago, he got married and he did this whole video on Twitter talking about how, you know what? I didn't realize that my wife was after my money until our divorce proceedings. And I'm like, you know a guy like that has been knowing about gold diggers. That's what I tell you guys. When you get to sniffing a vagina, it's very powerful. It'll make you forget all type of things. It'll get you so caught up till you'll put your guards down. You won't be thinking about the deceitful things that can come in a human relationship. And even though I know he know about gold diggers and stuff like that, he probably wasn't thinking about that when he got to sniffing up their vagina and decided to get married. And all of a sudden now he in court and the woman trying to take all his money. And that's why I say, don't get fooled. You got to keep your mind, aware of these possibilities. So if you do date a human woman, if you do are looking to get married, I'm telling you, man, if you're looking to protect things that you've already accomplished in your life as far as your finances and stuff like that, you have to think about getting a prenup or not getting married at all. Just keep going with her. Hell, why commit? You know what I'm saying? Look, if you want to get married, go ahead. But, hey, you can always keep your options open, because I've said it before. I'm not against marriage or dating human women or anything like that. But more times than not, they're going to end. Whether it's 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years, it's going to end. It's not like a companion dog where, yeah, your companion dog might break or wear out over time. You might have to replace her, but she's never voluntarily leaving the relationship. And so you have to just be aware when you're dating a human, whether it's a human woman dating a man or a man dating a human woman. But for the purposes of that video, as a man, I've tried to tell women, we just have a lot more to be cautious about when it comes to marriage, because the laws are bent to help women even when they are in the wrong. And so I said, don't get fooled by a gold digger, because even somebody like Tyrese, who knows about the gold diggers, got his ass fooled. So I'm trying to see the comments I had on here. One of the comments I had was from my guy Brendan J. And he said basically, he was commenting after one of the other people that was protesting, saying, "Hey, you bashing human women. You calling them out of their name by calling them gold diggers." I'm like, what is this guy talking about? I said, I'm not calling them out of their names. A gold digger is an actual term for a woman who is trying to trick a man out of his finances. That's a literal coined term. I wasn't calling anybody bees and hoes and things of that nature. So my guy Brendan J just sort of commented on that comment, and he was like, "Hey, talk to him, Jay. Wake the people up. We love it." And he that's the part that made me laugh when he said we love it. Now, everybody don't love it. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth. And that's why I've said the truth hurts. Some people don't want to hear the truth. They want to keep their eyes covered. They don't want to hear about gold diggers. They don't want to hear about, the negative things that can happen to you out here. But guess what? I'm here to help my people, because even though Jamie Foxx knew, maybe if he had saw my video before he got married, he would have been more aware to think about, oh, wait a minute, she could be after my damn money. No shit, Sherlock. Of course she after your damn money. And that's what I was saying in the video. Sometimes these celebrities, a woman out there might think Tyrese is handsome. I'm not saying he's not. But when you're a celebrity, these women ain't seeing you as being super handsome as much as they're seeing you as being a sack of cash. My guy Universal Red Guy just said, yes, sir. So he agreed with the video. And my guy Most Hey Did, he had already commented on the video earlier, but he came back with another comment, and he said, Did he say something extra? Oh, no. He didn't say anything extra. I thought he said something else. So I think that's all I actually had on that video as far as new comments. I thought I had one more. I'm gonna make sure right quick. Hold on. I thought Most Hay did say something, but he didn't. I had already answered that. Oh, here it is. Universal Red God said something else. He said, oh, okay. A guy named EHE had said something about it's truly time to get a companion dog. It was an old comment. And I said, it's definitely a great time to get into the dog game. And Universal Red God said, once you buy one, you'll definitely want more. That's what he said. And he's right. Once you buy one, you'll definitely want more. You know, once you buy one companion dog. And EHE agreed to that comment. So that's all that I had on that video. Next, I had a video called Don't Fall for the Baby Bait. And once again, I don't think this video got a whole bunch of views. A lot of my videos that were talking about this type of stuff, a lot of people who listened to the videos, they were loving the videos, but they didn't get a whole bunch of views when I was talking about these stories and things of that nature. But I don't give a damn. I still got many more stories to discuss. And my guy Brandon J says, let me explain it first. Don't fall for the baby bait. It's very simple. It's the fact that a lot of us men are smart enough not to get married off bat, you know. But a lot of times they still get fooled by a woman putting a hole in the condom or just not letting you get off of her when you're trying to get off of her for making love, or just basically fake like she's in love with you so she can get you to have, get her impregnated. A lot of women would do that. So once they're pregnant with your baby, they know they got your money. Man, some guy just fell for the banana in the tailpipe. NBA player Zion Williamson. I just saw him smiling on Twitter, holding he had his baby mother's belly. He had his hand on his baby mother's belly. He was looking all happy. And I read the storyline. It said Zion Williamson, his girlfriend having his baby. I was like, ooh wee, he just fell for the baby bait. He just got caught. He got caught, bro. No matter what, now she got your money. Because guess what? She ain't got to be married to you, bro. Whenever you break up with her, you can get prepared to be paying her $15,000 a month. She got you, bro. You could be happy as you want. Yeah, she had my baby. Yep, she happy because, like I say, these women, they can say what they want, but when they get one of these rich athletes, the first thing to go off when they find out they're pregnant, it ain't that, ooh, I'm happy. I might have a boy or girl. Nope. The first thing to go off in their head is, cha-ching, I hit the jackpot. I ain't never got to worry about money no more for the rest of my life, no matter what happened with this fool. That's what they're thinking. And I was thinking like, man, there's no prenup that's going to protect you from that baby, bro. You know what I'm saying? See, a prenup will protect you if you get married and you get a divorce. You know, it could be protection for you. But when you put a kid into the mix, bro, you paying no matter what now. Now, that's your ass, Mr. Postman, as they said in the Friday movies. That's your ass. And basically, he fell for the baby bait. When they can't convince you to marry him, guess what? They'll pop out a baby on your dumb ass. And guess what? They got him. She got him. Even in the picture, man, let me see if I can pull that picture up. Even in the picture, he was smiling and she looked like she had a look on her face like, yep, got this damn fool. I don't know if I can find it though. Look, you know what? And I might have been getting ready to, I probably was going to do a video about that. I might have ruined that now, but I don't give a damn because it was so funny. Do I got this saved? No, I didn't save it, so I probably wasn't going to do a video about it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, let me see. I just want to see if it shows Yep. Here you go. Look, oh my God. Look, here you go, right here, y'all. Here you go. Here you go, right here. Up in this Here you go, right here. This damn fool. Here you go. You can't. I promise you, man. Some of these fools, man. Here you go. Here you go, y'all. Look. Look at that big old smile on this dumbass face. Yeah, y'all. She got my dumb ass. And look at her. Look at her. She got the little smirk look on her face like, yep, I got the money. This damn fool fell for it. You know what I'm saying? Look, she is so happy, but she ain't got it. Look who's smiling, like showing every one of his teeth. Look, this fool showing every one of, yeah, I did it. I made a baby. I made me a baby. I impregnated somebody. Good for me. I'm the man. Nah, bro. You could have did that with any woman in the world, bro. Hey, look, you ain't did nothing special, bro. You could have did that anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But it would have been a little bit better had you had a prenup. But like I said, a prenup ain't protecting you from that baby, bro. No matter what you're paying for that baby, you know. And I was actually talking about that in the video. As far as Flo Rida, the rapper, he had to pay like almost $200,000 immediately to the woman, and $16,000 a month for them having a kid, for the woman having their kid. And I think he does have a special needs baby in that particular case. So I understand they actually need extra care. So they actually may need extra finances. Now, like I said in the video, nobody's going to say $16,000 a month isn't going to help them. But even with a special needs child, if you're just living a normal everyday life, $16,000 is way over what you actually just need to take care of somebody on a monthly basis. You know, that's definitely some gold digger finances built into there. You know, after she spends a couple of $1,000s a month or whatever on whatever she's spending on, as far as just the upkeep, she gonna have about $14,000 to play with extra. And that's exactly why she got that little smirk lip on her face, because she said, yep, I got this dumb ass. She got him. She got him, man. She got him. So, like I say, if you're out there making love to a human woman, you can make love, but you better keep your protection on, bro. If you don't want to fall for the baby bait. And even if you're not some super rich NBA player or something, it's really actually can be worse for you. Because if you're making a normal living, hey, once they hit your check, man, it's gonna hit you hard. I know some guys, man, who they hardly don't even take a check home because of paying child support and things of that nature. And of course, you want to take care of your kid, but let me tell you something. It's best to not get in that situation if you're going to be end up separating from the girl, which is going to be most of the time. So I'm letting you know, man, watch out. Watch out. You know, you better really be loving that girl. You better be really loving that situation before you have a baby, because more than likely it's probably going to end at some point. So at least you can take solace in the fact that you really did like that girl. So maybe he really loves that girl, and hopefully he'll be happy when he end up having to pay her if she ever breaks up with him. Well, if they ever split up, because chances are she ain't gonna break up unless something crazy happens. So with all that said, I had a few comments on that video. Only a couple of comments look like it. And one of them was for Brendan J. He said, these kind of videos should become an entire series. He said, the past 4 or 5 videos, you've been preaching that fire. He said, warning men about the pitfalls they can run into in this human dating game is crucial. He said, because nobody ever tells them how it really is. He says they want sunshine and rainbows instead of the real dirty truth. And that's the problem I ran into. Some of these guys really just wanted to hear none of the truth. He says, well, I, for one, want the truth. Keep it up. Maybe this can become an entire series. And I said, I definitely have a few more stories to report. I have more than a few. I said, sometimes the truth hurts, but it's necessary. And the truth is, even seeing the reaction to some of those videos, no, a lot of guys don't want to hear the truth. That's the truth. You know, I've had people in my family that didn't want to hear the truth. But the truth is, but the truth is, I told them the truth any damn way. Bro, you need to get a DNA test. Hey, don't keep going down that path. You're going to mess around and have a baby. You're going to get locked in. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. These same people never listen to me. So, hey, I'm still going to tell you the truth, whether I know you in real life or whether it's over the internet through my videos. And you ain't got to choose to like it, but I'm still going to tell your ass the truth. So, yep. And Brandon, like you say, he was like, I like it, but yep, a lot of people don't like it. But I don't give a damn. I'm still telling you. My guy Most Haydid says, better to be alone than to suffer financially supporting the modern day woman. I don't quite go with the modern day woman thing. I hear a lot of people, the modern day woman. I don't really go with that, because I don't like to just, once again, I don't put everybody in the group and say all these women are acting exact same. No, that's not true. And believe me, even the old school woman was up to no good. Even the old school woman, it just wasn't internet to report it. Even back you can go back as far as you want, but let's just go back to somewhere like the 1800s. Housewives was cheating on their husbands then. It just wasn't no internet to talk about it. So it's always been going on. I'm going to be honest with you. We just saw the world a bit differently. Or when you look back at old things or hear people talking about the old days, it's always framed as, the good old days when women didn't cheat and all of this. Nah, bro. All that crap has been happening since the beginning of time. Believe me. But he has a point about the better to be alone point. And I said that. I said the better to be alone thing is, I said it's a saying of I can do bad all by myself. Meaning you don't need anybody bringing extra negativity into your life. Life is already challenging enough, but it's even more challenging when you have a deceitful mate. Now that could be a man or a woman. I said, but like you said, it's best to find inner happiness than to add a bad person into your life. Like I said, it is better to be alone than to have a negative person or somebody bringing negativity in your life. Like I said, you can do bad all by your damn self. So if you're going to have a bad person in your life, it's better to be without them. But in our cases, in my world, you don't got to be alone. You can have a companion dog with you. And I know some people out there may consider that being alone, but I don't. They offer amazing companionship. I've even talked about this before, and I'm going to do a special video coming up. I haven't been able to get to it, but I laugh at my brother sometimes because just talking, he don't really ever say it, but just sometimes talking to him, when I hear how he may frame certain statements, I get the feeling that he almost thinks that I may not be as happy in this life sometimes, And I sort of have to give him a reminder of, hey, bro, I'm not designed for your type of lifestyle where he's with a human woman with a family and stuff like that. And I'm going to do a video about it, but I'm like, bro, this is my complete happiness. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's a bit of a pause on the phone. And it sort of makes me laugh because I can almost see his face looking like, I wonder, is he really happy? You damn right I am. I'm not designing your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not designing the life of being stuck with a human woman. And I love a human woman. It's just not my ultimate lifestyle, because your life has to be dictated in a certain way when you're in a human relationship. It's a give and take in a human relationship where it's just, you don't have to really deal with that aspect as much with companion dogs, and that's the best life for me. It's not the best for everybody, but I talk about that in another video. But I had one more comment. My guy Brendan J says, I love these kind of videos. Definitely keeping up, my dog. And I said, thank you for watching. But once again, everybody does not love these type of videos. They don't want to hear the truth, and I don't give a damn. You're gonna be hearing it on this channel. Sorry. Like I say, my whole channel isn't gonna be about reviewing these stories, or to my knowledge, they aren't. But I have a lot of stories that have been coming across my timeline that I definitely want to talk about. So that was all I had for Don't Fall for the Baby Babe. That was all that I had. Next video, I had a comment on my Real Doll review. I did a review video on my Real Doll a while back. And I had two comments. I had one from my guy, Oliver Hernandez, which he said the video was too dark. I hadn't heard anybody say that before. I always adjust my lighting, and as far as my camera, it tells me when I have the perfect lighting. So it could have been your TV that was a little dark, or something like that. And I apologize if that video was a bit too dark for you. That was the first I heard of that, though. I know sometimes, though, my TV, when I hook my computer up to my TV, it doesn't show as bright as my computer. You know, I can't get it as bright or vibrant. So my TV, it has a bit of a darker feature into it, you know. So maybe his TV is similar to that. And my guy Tony Stewart commented on my Real Doll review video. He just said it's a work of art. And I basically said it most definitely is, my friend. So that was all I had. That was just two short comments on my Real Doll review video. The next video I had was Larsa Pippen. And I said she needs to get rid of that last name because she's married to Scottie Pippen, the NBA player. So I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But hold on, let me see something. John Robinson says, I love my Kimber doll. Oh, man, hey, look, you're going to love your Kimber doll. Like I say, I don't give a damn how many expensive dolls I get, what brands I get. I'm always going to love my Kimber dolls. They are amazing. They're lovable. They're quality products. And like I say, all of them make me happy. You know, I love them all. Powerbrain says, there was a movie about these wives, but it wasn't the Stepford Wives. It was great. The wives turned on the guy because he kept on erasing their memory. I don't know what movie you're talking about. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. That movie wasn't. I think I know what you're talking about. He said one woman is suing her boyfriend for half his money. These women are. I think, but the movie you're talking about, I think I did a review on that. On the movie you're talking about. Let me go see right quick. I think I did a movie review because I do got a playlist called Dog King Movie Reviews. And let me see. I think I know what I think I know which video you're talking about. If it'll let me choose it. I can't see it. Hold on. Let me see. Because I think I did a review on that movie you're talking about. Which one was it? Oh my God. I think you're talking about that Wife-like movie. I hated Wife-like. It was terrible. But that movie, the guy, he did keep on. He basically killed a guy, stole it. But I don't want to tell you the whole movie, but he basically did keep wiping his wife's memory to keep her under control because she would keep on popping out and regaining her old memory. So he would have to go wipe her memory back down all the time. So I think you're talking about that movie Wife-like. I wasn't a fan of that movie. It stunk. The acting was terrible. I'm gonna be honest with you. Power Brain says one woman is suing her boyfriend for half his money. These women are out of line. One woman, that's women all over the globe doing that. He said, wait, is that why Jamie Foxx did that song with Kanye? Why, talking about Gold Digger? Was he on Gold Digger? I don't even remember him being on Gold Digger. Yep, I think he was on Gold Digger. Yep, I think he was. Was he on Gold Digger? I hardly even remember that song. But if he was on that song with Gold Digger, are you trying to tell me that you didn't know what Gold Digger, what that song meant, Austin Steele? Because I hope you're not saying that. But I don't know why you're saying, is that why Jamie Foxx did that song? Are you asking me that Jamie Foxx get sued by an ex-wife or something? I don't know what you're sort of asking. Maybe you can clarify for me. Power Brain says Tyrese keeps hooking up with them type of women. Well, I don't get what you're saying, bro. He said Tyrese keep hooking up with them type of women. His present girlfriend said she preferred Paul Walker out. His present girlfriend said she preferred Paul Walker over him on their live stream. What? Look. That's crazy if she did say that. But you know what? That's funny because that is a trait of the human woman. Look, hey, if she likes you or whatever, if she likes a guy and she can't get him, she'll just go to the next best thing. You know, hey, the next person she can hook that's close to that same level. So maybe she wanted Paul Walker, even though he's dead now. And maybe since, like you say, he's unavailable, she said, hey, I settle for Tyrese. Now, that's what I was trying to tell you. They aren't throwing out prenups. They may throw out a prenup that doesn't have the right wording in it. That's what I was trying to tell you, Power Brain. You got to have the right wording in your prenups. Because I heard years ago how they were finding loopholes in prenups that didn't have the right wording in it. So that's the thing. And like I said, you can say that about prenups all you want. I've told you this, it's just like a condom. It's better to have one than to not. So what if you have a prenup and she can get $50 out of you? Well, you might say, hey, I had a prenup. I don't want her getting $50 out of me. Well, guess what? If you didn't have that prenup, that $50 could be $2,000. Then what? So I don't know what you're trying to say, but you still need it. It's best to have one than not. And it's on the person that has the prenup to make sure the right language is in there. And then sometimes, man, it's about the time. Hey, SEB7 Dog King Armor Team member. She says, hey, King Health. Well, she didn't say hey, but I know that she meant. But it's all about the timing of the prenup too, because a prenup, if you get it, let's just say at the beginning of a marriage, but you don't even have any real assets, and then you build up your assets during the marriage, well, that's when the prenup can be a bit invalid, because they can say, yeah, you had a prenup, but you actually grew all these finances with this woman. So she still does deserve some, because why? She was with you as this stuff was building up, as opposed to you being some rich guy and then having the woman sign a prenup. Because when you're rich and you already got money and things of that nature, when you get her to sign a prenup and you have the right language in that prenup, oh, she's not getting much out of you, brother. She's not getting much out of you. So that's what I'm trying to say. They're going to throw it out. They're going to throw a lot out when you don't have the right word. You got to make sure you have the right wording in there. So back to the videos. I just want to catch up a little bit. I'm going to get back to the videos. I'll probably finish. So my next video was Lots of Pippen needs to get rid of that last nine. And that video actually pissed me the hell off. That whole situation with Lots. I only had a couple of comments on that video as well. Like I told you, these didn't get a whole bunch of views, but I don't give a damn. I'm still doing these type of videos. But Lots of Pippen needs to get rid of that last name. It pissed me off because Most ex-wives never get their name go change back to their maiden name. They just keep their last name. They just roll with the punches. Oh yeah, I got my name changed, so I keep it. So that doesn't bother me when a woman does that. That's fine. But when a woman does what Larsa Pippen does, that crap pissed me off. This woman is super fine, don't get me wrong. But let me tell you something. If you're an NBA player or celebrity, most times these women are dating you because of your money or your status. Let's just be honest. And it's really no avoiding if you're a celebrity, because you're gonna want to believe that somebody likes you for you. But bro, they can look at you and smile in your face, but they know how much you have in your bank account. They know who you are to the real world. So it's still going to be some level of fakeitude going on. Even when they may want to be legitimate with you, they're still going to be looking at you as a celebrity. It's no avoiding it, really. And so, of course, she was hunting him down to a certain degree for his wealth. But they got a divorce, and she ended up dating not Michael Jordan, who was his friend, but she started dating this man's son, Michael Jordan's son. And man, like I said, that's the lowest of the low of a woman. Just the low. You know, first of all, to be trying to date a man's friend. Now, if your friend dates her, that's bad on him too. But still, if you've been married to a woman, it's even worse on. But it's bad on your friend and it's bad on the woman. But if you've been married to a woman, I just think that thing's even worse. It's even worse for her trying to date somebody. Even if she don't like you, she shouldn't be trying to do that. And vice versa. A man shouldn't be trying to date his wife's best friend, you know, after you break up, you know, you get a divorce with her. It's like, come on, bro. Don't do it like that. It's a lot of other women out here. But it's even worse when you're dating the friend's son, man. Come on. You know, and I'm gonna tell you, it's something I didn't say in that video, but it also makes you think, man, if you'll go date Michael Jordan's son, hey, it's a good chance that you were liking Michael Jordan the whole time that you were dating me. You might have really wished that you could have made love to Michael Jordan the whole time you were dating me. So you did the next best thing and you started trying to date his son. I mean, that's the worst. That's the worst for a woman to do something like that. I said, if you're going to do something low down, dirty, and filthy like that, at least get rid of that man's last name. And that's what I say about even Michael Jordan's son. I have no idea how you can, like, I can see you making love to Larsa Pippen, but how can you actually be in a relationship with that type of woman, knowing the character that she has? You know what I'm saying? I know she's somebody's mother because her son is actually in the league. So I even thought about when I made that video, I'm like, man, I would hate for that guy to see this video knowing that somebody's talking about his mother, you know, as far as her being bad in relationships. But I can't worry about his particular feelings in this case because what she's doing is so terrible and heinous. I just think that's just wrong what she did. It's sickening too. But I said, man, even the Michael Jordan's son, as he was growing up, you know, he saw Pippen. He saw his daddy playing with Pippen and stuff like that. I mean, bro, you ain't even got respect for your daddy's old friend that you're, you know, not going to mess with his ex-wife, man. Come on, bro. You could have had a crush on her, but that still isn't cool, man, of him even doing that. But she's the ex-wife. And, you know, and she has control over who the hell she's dating. So she knew better to do that. But like I say, if I was Scotty, I'd be thinking like, damn, you must have been liking Michael for you to be trying to date his son. And I will say this negative on Michael Jordan. I will say this one negative, which I didn't say in the video. Michael is wrong. I'll tell you this. Now, he can't control what his son does and who his son dates and makes love to. He can't do that. But he doesn't have to co-sign that bull crap. And what I don't like about Michael Jordan is I read that story, but I read a story where she was talking about how, yeah, Michael welcomed me with open arms. I went to go visit him, with her son, with his son, and we talked about it, and he said he was cool with me dating his son. And I was like, Michael, you wrong, bro. You wrong, bro. How the hell are you gonna you can let your son gonna date who he want, but you shouldn't be cool with her hanging around you, bro, knowing this woman was married to your partner. Now, y'all might not be friends anymore, but that doesn't matter, bro. You shouldn't be promoting that type of the crap. Scotty should know that, okay, man, at least my friend Michael don't support this, because Scotty has something against Michael right now, and this probably has something to do with it. Because you shouldn't be like, well, I'm cool with you dating my friend's ex-wife's son, and y'all can, and like I said, I've heard about them going on family trips and all this stuff together. Mike, are you serious? Dog, you wrong, bro. You dead wrong. Co-signing that type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's not his responsibility to keep that relationship from happening, but you can tell your son, hey, bro, don't bring her around me. This is the wrong type of relationship, bro. You can do what you want, but it ain't finna be around me. So that's one thing Mike is dead damn well wrong about. So let me read the comments on this video. I only had a few. Willem03 says she's been doing him dirty for years now. And I just said she the worst. I don't know her whole history with Scotty, but just this one incident, she the worst. My guy Jake Gent said, I love this show. And I said, thank you for watching. I appreciate you for watching. And then my guy Oshayon the Great says, she's a succubus. And I think from my memory, a succubus is some type of demon or something. He said, but to be honest, Scotty chose to entertain this spawn of Satan in the first place and go as far as to marry her. Now, once again, he made me laugh, but I don't go with that strong of a statement. And that's what I told him. I said, I don't know about her personal life, which I don't, or her spiritual path. I don't know anything about her spiritual path, what she believes in, or anything. I said, but I do know she did a damn job on Scotty. I said, marriage to a human, it could be man or woman, it's always like playing with a loaded gun. Many chances to die and few chances to live. Like I say, marriage, it's just hard to find your exact mate. It's so many humans in this world. Emotions and personalities are so different. Spiritualities are so different within people. It just takes the right blessing to find the right person for you that's going to last a lifetime. So most relationships are going to end. But that's why I say marriage is almost a foolhardy task to seek out. It really is. It's almost a foolhardy thing to do, because it's just, like I say, so many chances to lose at this game. But even though I don't agree with what she says, I don't want to start calling her a demon or a spawn of Satan and stuff like that. That's a bit strong for me, because I don't know whether it's, because she could be dead wrong and still have faith in God, still be believing in God. But guess what? She just has that part of her life that's really messed up that she needs to work on. So I don't know about her spiritual path, but I do know she ain't worth a damn as far as how she treats a man. I can say that for damn sure. Leo, he says, hey, Jay, is that your silicone iron tech girl sitting up there with you tonight? Please remind me of her name. Her name is Himawari. 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 And yes, this is my iron tech silicone doll. Austin says, no, I knew that's what the song meant. Okay, this is what I want to know. What did he say? He says, I just thought they had Jamie Foxx on it. Just because. So I didn't know what you was. I didn't know why you were trying to implicate Jamie in it. I thought you were trying to say that because the way you said it, it was like, hey, did Jamie do that song? Did he have some problems? No, that's the way you sort of, the question came across. But I don't know anything about whatever problems he might have had married, in his marriage around that time. I have no, I just think he just did the song just to do it. So, yeah. As a matter of fact, I think Kanye was saying he was going through some contract disputes during the making of that album, and he was just trying to find places to shoot his to record his album because he didn't have an official studio. And Jamie Foxx was one of the people that actually had a studio. And so in the midst of him asking Jamie Foxx to use his studio, he also got Jamie Foxx to do some features for him. That's what happened. Where am I at now? Oh, okay. I'm on a video that I did about Saima now and her sound effects. That was a little short video that I did. I think I did this video Saturday. And I was just slapping Saima's legs, letting y'all hear the sound effects. Cause man, I can't lie. I was just slapping her legs, and the more I slapped her legs, I've been slapping all the girls' legs. I've been slapping her legs. I can't lie. I've been addicted to just hearing that sound. But when I was listening to the sounds, I was like, man, if I was making love to Saima, boy, it'd be sounding really good in the room. But where's that video at? Oh, here it is. Yeah, the video was called My WM Dot Saima Has Great Sound Effects. I couldn't remember the title. And like I say, it was just a little short about me making Saima's legs make a sound from me slapping them. And my enemy said, she's sitting there like, don't start something you ain't gonna finish. And I just sort of laughed at his statement because I basically said, she always looking at me crazy. And that's what makes me laugh about all my girls. They all got their different personality. But Saima, I laugh at my girls for different reasons. Callie just makes me laugh at anything. Just having her around makes me laugh. But Saima, it's the looks that I see on her face that really makes me laugh. Whenever I pick her up, I've said it a million times, she looks at me like, bro, you too little to be picking me up, bro. You can't handle this thick body. And I always laugh when I see her looking at me like that. But also, like I say, even when I'm slapping her on her legs or just doing whatever, whenever I just look up at Saima, sometimes I just see the craziest look on her face that she'll just be looking at me like, bro, you just can't handle me. And it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. So that's why I say she always looking at me crazy. And when you get a companion dog, you'll really know what I mean because they take on a whole life of their own. Their faces, they might not literally change, but you will see different things in their faces, the more you have a companion dog. You know what? I think that was the only comment I had on that video. Like I said, I didn't get a whole bunch of comments on my shorts and things of that nature. Yep, I think that was it. Next, I can move on to my Reset Sunday. Now, that's a video that I do every week to try to keep people uplifted. Once again, I'm going through some things in real life, so I think that the format on the show, I must do my best to keep it the same. I don't know how things may or may not change in the future, though. And once again, if you ever want to donate to the show to help the show out, you can give on CashApp or PayPal in the About section of my YouTube channel or in the description of my videos. You can also donate on a live chat. You can do a super sticker or what is it called? Super chat or super sticker. Or you can also do a super thanks on individual videos. So there's many ways you can help out the show, or either you can decide to get your first or another companion dog by going through the show from the links in the videos or the About section of my YouTube channel. So many ways you can help support the show. So with all that said, my Reset Sunday was defeat the doubt. Because, man, no matter what you undertake, man, you could be excited about it. Whatever career you try to, undertake, whatever feat that you try to accomplish, you can be super excited when it starts. But just wait, be patient. You're going to start hearing very strong words of doubt coming into your brain. The enemy is not going to want you to accomplish what God has put in your heart to accomplish. And in that video, I was like, look, to accomplish your dreams, you're going to have to defeat the doubt. Shut that crap out. Keep going forward. And you tell the doubt that it's defeated. You know, you got to stand up to it and know that every successful person in the world hears that same doubt in their mind. The only difference between you and that successful person is they continue to keep going forward as opposed to falling for the trick that they hear in their ears about quitting their dreams. So my guy Eddie Morris says, and once again, everybody that comments on my Reset Sunday, I always tell them, you can ask me whatever. It doesn't have to be about that video. And Eddie Morris says, please do a video about how to properly dispose of a companion dog. And I am going to do this video. He said, I need to throw mine away, but I don't want to accidentally draw any attention. So I will be doing that video soon. That's what I said. I said, I would definitely do this video for you, my friend. It will probably be later this week, but it'll probably be next week now that I look at my lineup of videos that I have. My guy DAS coming, he says, sad but true. He said, people do need this knowledge. He said, tell the king whether it's TPE or silicone. And I like what DAS said. And Eddie Morris said it's TPE. And I says, I would definitely do a video for you, my friend. It will probably be later this week or probably be early next week or something like that. I will do that video. My guy Steve O says, thanks for the Reset Sunday. And he actually, I think this is the one. It's not showing it, but he recently gave me another super thanks, which is a donation on the individual video. I thought it was this video. Maybe it's another one. He said, thanks, Jay. And I said, God bless you for your kindness, my friend. Because he's a very kind man and supporter. I appreciate you, Steve-O. My guy, Brick Rich Bill says, I very rarely comment, Jay, but I so appreciate your spirit. Thank you for this magnificent inspiration. It's just what I needed. I will pursue my dreams today. And that makes me feel so good to hear him say that. He said, in doing so, I become who I'm here to be. And basically, I usually say, become everything you were created to be. He said, God bless you, brother. Have a blessed day. I said, God bless you. And I pray you become everything God created you to be. Follow your heart boldly, my friend. And I like the fact he said he rarely comments, but, you know, this made him comment. And with Reset Sundays, once again, they don't always get a whole bunch of views. But I always look at the views and I'll be like, you know what? I don't give a damn. I just hope I help somebody have a better week, you know, because that's what that show exists for. You know, it's just to help somebody go forward and have a more positive week. And God just puts all these messages in my heart. You know, I'm not a preacher or anything like that. I'm just a regular guy that's doing what he loves to do. And that particular show just came into my heart because I've ran across so many people that has had emotional problems on my channel, you know, through the comments. And I used to do just motivational videos every now and then. And it just came into my heart that, hey, you know what? Maybe I just, because I always get an urge to do a motivation to help somebody out. I said, you know what? I just do one of these every week. And, you know, God puts a message in my heart every week to give. And although they don't get a whole bunch of views, when I read comments like this, that lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. You know, I just want to help people and help you keep going forward in life. You know, so I really appreciated hearing that. That's all the comments I had on that video. And like I said, we're almost done for the day. Like I said, it's not going to be as long of a show. Now, I had another video called Saima Showing Out. And that's when I stood Saima up. I've done other videos in the past with her standing up, but it had been so long. And I'm like, man, and she actually has a bad foot, Saima does, but it holds up enough to have her stand up, right? because sometimes side images, she really blows my head away. And that's my WM doll laying on the bed. She's just so thick in her proportions. She's really a BBW of the ultimate magnitude, I promise you. But I was like, people don't get a chance to appreciate her like I do. So I said, let me stand her up and show you guys, what she looks like, since you haven't seen her in a while. So that's what that video was all about. I still don't feel like I was able to show her in her greatest form because she had some loose fitting shorts on. So you didn't really get a chance to appreciate her butt. But Lord have mercy, this girl is thick and beautiful. And I'm getting better and better at just standing the girls up easily. So I am getting better at that. So on those videos, I only had a few comments. On that video, I only had a few comments. And my guy Jewish Spy says the thighs looking crazy. He says, I got to go appreciate my girl. And I don't know whether he has a human girl or not, but I said, definitely show love to your girl. I said, whether she's a human or a synthetic, show love to your girl. So that goes to you out there. Whether you got a human girlfriend or a synthetic girlfriend, I hope I motivate you to take care of either one. If you look at my videos and be like, you know what? I want to go love on my human girlfriend a bit more. Go do it. If you got companion dolls and my videos motivate you to show them more love and care, I'm happy with that as well. A viewer named Moon Mom says, does it remain stable standing? Talking about the dog. This person says, mine is the first doll I bought, and I have difficulty keeping it upright. And then I don't know how to take it down, I guess, without damaging it. And I said, I don't stand my dolls much, and they're always leaning on a wall or a bed or something. I never have my girls freestanding. So if he's trying to have his girls just stand up freely in the room, yes, it can be done, but I wouldn't be doing much of that any damn way. I wouldn't stand I don't care if my girl was standing up perfectly. I would never walk out of a room with them standing up in the middle of the floor without any support. So if you're asking me how to do that, I would say don't do that. Don't stand your girls up. I don't care if you have them standing up perfectly and just walk out the room and just go doing other things. All it takes is a strong breeze or something, and it's not going to be a breeze in the house, but, just little vibrations that can happen that can make your doll fall. So I would never trust my doll just standing up freely in the middle of a room without leaning on something. So once you get your doll standing up, I would say if she's a TPE girl, especially put a little pillow or something soft behind her butt or her back for her to lean up against the wall. That's the best way for me to keep your girl standing up for a long period of time. Now, if you're going to take a quick photo with her standing up in the middle of the room, that's something different. But even I don't have that mastered as far as having them freestanding. I said, also make sure you have a dog with standing feet. I said, you have to be careful and go slowly. With these girls, I've talked about it before. The main thing you have to do is take your time and go super duper slow. Live with your knees, meaning bend your knees, keep your back straight, and then lift up. However you decide to carry your dog. And then I said, basically just treat her like a human woman and you'll be good. Imagine her just like a human woman and pretty much pick her up in the same fashion. I said, I would do a video in the future for you. He said, thanks for the advice. He said, unfortunately, she is heavy at 30 kilograms. I looked up 30 kilograms and it was like 66 pounds. And God bless you, Mom. I don't know if maybe this is a woman. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is a woman or a man. I don't know. If it's a woman, I can see it being very heavy for her. But at 66 pounds, that's one of the lightest dolls you're going to be able to get out here. If she's not a mini doll or a torso. So Mom says, thank you for the advice. Unfortunately, she is heavy at 30 kilograms and 150 centimeters. It's absurd. I lift her with one arm behind her back. He has one arm behind her back and one arm under her knees. So I told Mom, I usually carry my girls like a bride over the threshold as well, because that's how he's describing it. Like, he's describing it, like carrying a bride over the threshold. And I said, I have a new method that how I carry my dogs. And I said, I would share that with you on a new video. I don't know when that's going to come, probably next week or something. But I do a new video on how I pick my dogs up. I do a video about that. So I definitely help you out. I think, those are the only comments I had on that video. Almost done here, guys. Moon Mom, the same viewers commented on my video that I did a review on Himawari sitting right next to me. I did a review on this girl. It's called the 153 centimeter full silicone companion doll unboxing review of my iron tick dog. And Moon Mom says, I have a problem with cleaning the dog. He says, how can I clean? I've talked about how to clean the dog a million times, but I may just do another little quick video about it in the future. But Moon Mom says he had a problem to clean the dog. I'm like, hey, and I do this I retell this in the video. But I said, basically just wipe a TPE doll down with warm antibacterial soap, in a sponge, let her dry out and then powder her. I said, oil her down probably every 3 or 4 months, wipe the oil off with a towel, a drying off towel or something like, not a drying off towel, but like a paper towel. Let her completely dry, and that will help replenish her body from drying out. It'll have her like brand new again. I said, full silicone does not require an oil treatment, and they don't need as much bathing unless you're making love to your dog. I said, I'll do a video about it. So, like I say, I'm going to be honest with you. This beautiful lady has had 1 bath. 1. And it wasn't even a full bath. It was a small wipe down when I got her out of the box. I literally just did a small wipe down on her when she got out of the box. I don't make love to her, so she doesn't have any type of fluids or anything like that on her, or she doesn't have sweat from me sweating on her and laying on her, so she's never got contaminated, right? Well, if she was a TPE girl, I still would have had to wash her because TPE girls absorb dirt that's in the air. It's called micro dust. You'll start, even if she just sat here all the time, if she was TPE, eventually you'll start seeing dirt form on her and she needs to be wiped off. Well, she's full silicone. That never happens because dirt doesn't get into her skin. If anything, it may sit on top of her, but it doesn't get in her skin. Well, the truth be told, this girl has not gotten dirty since I've owned her. Because the funny thing about silicone dolls, when you powder them and wipe that powder off, like if I see a speck of dirt on her, just a speck, if I put powder on her, the powder is going to clean her off. That dirt is going to come right off her. It's not going to stay. It's not going to get into her skin. So just by me powdering her keeps her from getting dirty. And if I don't make love to her, well, guess what? I haven't had no reason to put water on her. No reason. That's why I say having a silicone doll is heaven as far as upkeep. You never have to do anything. Her makeup, she has a hard silicone head, so I don't have to ever redo her makeup. So this girl is literally, she's self-sufficient. I don't really have to clean her at all. If I was making love to her, that'd be different, but I don't. My real doll has never been washed, period. Because I figured out with this doll, I'm like, my real doll really doesn't need to be wiped down because she's not dirty. All she really needs is a little bit of a powdering. So I powder my real doll, and that's it. That's it. She's never had a bath. And she probably won't ever get a bath unless I decide to make love to her. I'm telling you, man, owning a silicone doll is another level. You know what I'm saying? I love my TPE girls because still squeezing on your TPE girl, hugging on them, it's still, I don't know. they are enjoyable to love on. TPE dolls, I can't lie, they are enjoyable. So I always say the best of both worlds is to at least have one TPE girl. But the difference in how you take care of them, man, it's night and day. It's night and day. So yeah, I do a video that's going to explain some more about it. Even though I've talked about this stuff in the past, I do it again. So moving right along, I had another standalone comment on my old video that I did 3 levels of companion dolls. I was talking about beginning level, intermediate level, and advanced level. And in that video, I was talking about Callie's son is my beginning Kimber doll with wire fingers. Then I talked about my intermediate dog, which is Saima, laying over there on the bed. She's over there, laying over there on the bed. I talked about her because she's not a cheap dog whatsoever. She's in the medium range, over 2,000. And she's my medium range dog. And a lot of people are like, man, you start going over 2,000. There's more than me. No, it's actually a medium range when you look at the whole scale of companion dogs out there. And then I talked about Himawari, where she's tipping the scale over 3,000. So the thing about it is, she's an advanced dog. But at the time, those are the only levels I had were beginning, intermediate, and advanced. But now I have my real dog, which is the highest level of companion dog. I call her basically the ultra level or ultimate level of companion dog. My real dog. So I did a video called Every Level of Companion Dog, from beginning all the way to the ultra level. But previously I had this video which was just talking about the 3 levels of companion dogs. And my guy Doo commented on this video and said, what did he say? Our Doodoo just says, I love your 3 gorgeous companion dogs. And I said, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. That's all he said. Moving right along. I had a guy, well, I'm assuming it's a guy, could be a woman, but somebody commented on an old video I had called Top Vendors to Buy TPE and Silicone Dolls From. If you ever see that video, that's fine. But guess what? That video does not apply anymore. That video was already old. It was already a couple of years old. So even though those vendors are still good that I mentioned on there, the very top always changes year to year. But I don't even talk about top vendors to buy, because guess what? You know the top vendors to buy from. I have most of them in my vendors list, to be quite honest with you. And I always say, when you're looking for a companion dog, go right to my description of my videos, or go to the about section of my YouTube channel. So I'm pretty much never doing the top vendors to buy companion dogs from again, because I'm always going to direct you to buy from my vendors, which are some of the best in the world, and they are all completely legitimate, TDF certified. So TV Soaps says, and that's the name of this viewer. TV Soaps said, I'm thinking about buying a companion dog. And I said, take your time and you'll know when to hit buy. And I told him what I just said. I said, use one of my vendor links when you decide to get one, my friend. And TV Soap says, okay, and thank you. So like I said, hey, you might have saw that old video with vendors on it, but don't go to those vendors by yourself. Go through the show to help the show out. So that was all. Wait a minute. I got a couple more new comments from Moon Mom, it looks like. But first, I have a comment from a guy named Curtis Reynolds, and he made a comment on my video that I did on makeup renewal. Now, if you have a TPE doll and you don't know how to do their makeup, you can go find my video called Makeup Renewal, where I basically walk you through the whole process of me. The first time I actually did the makeup replenish the makeup on my companion dolls. That was a really fun experience. A good friend of mine told me what to do. A good friend of mine named Mark. When I first got into the doll game, he sort of told me what I needed to do to sort of replenish the makeup, how to clean the makeup off the face and how to replenish it. And so when I was doing that video, I didn't really know how it was going to turn out because it was my first time doing it, but it ended up being a very good tutorial video. But my guy Curtis says, dang, Jay, he said 19 minutes in, and he says, you can really see the difference. He says, I can't wait to see the rest. And I'm just saying right now, glad you're enjoying the video, my friend. I'm doing this and I'm answering him in real time. Because I didn't notice that I didn't answer that. So if you're out there looking to do the makeup on your doll, you can find that video and that should help you out. And if you want to see a professional do it, you can go check out my friend Mishka Valentino. He has a YouTube channel, and I actually learned a whole bunch from him as well. But I remember Mishka, he ended up looking at my video. He was like, man, I'm glad you actually did this video because I'm an expert at doing makeup. He said, but it's good to see somebody like you do the video who, you know, you didn't know everything. And he said, you did a damn good job. You know, it made me feel good from him saying that because he's an expert. But I had a comment from Moon Mom on my video. Zelex has a new skeleton. And Moon Mom says, hello, hi, do you have an Evo skeleton? And I don't think any of my girls have an Evo skeleton. I don't really think they do. They could. I mean, maybe my WM doll does. I'm not sure. I know she has the shrugging ability and all of that, but I'm not sure. Moon Mom says, can you make a video about how you would move the doll's torso back and forth? I've moved my girl's torso, Saima, in a video before, and I moved my Kimber doll's torso in a video, but I'll probably do a standalone video for this person. They says, I can't move the torso. I don't understand what the best move is. And I said, what did I say? I said, I will, my friend. I said, it's easier than you think, but the spine is usually tight and hard to move, which is a good thing. And Moon Mom says, I noticed the only way I found is to do it is by putting it horizontally. He says, but I find it very difficult. It's not the easiest move to do though, because you actually have to use a bit of force to move the back and make it arch. But once you actually do it the first time and do it good, you'll realize, oh, okay, you'll sort of realize how to do it. But I think a lot of the challenge is if you're a person like me who wants to be careful with their doll, you're going to be scared that you're going to hurt the doll. But like my friend said, if you're trying to be careful with your girl, you're doing better than most people because some of these people are just very rough with their girls. So I show you sort of how I do it, but I think I actually lay them on their side to do it as well. Let me tell you something though. Just moving these girls around is a challenge. So none of it to me is just easy, you know, but all of it is relatively easy, you know. The truth is, I just have very little reason to move my doll, so I don't do these things that often. I don't make love to my doll, so I don't really have much reason to arch their back. I'm not some damn photographer, so I'm not trying to take a million pictures of my girls all day long, putting their arms and fingers and backs and legs in different positions. So I don't do all of this ridiculous stuff. You know, mainly my girls are sitting right next to me, just enjoying TV or doing a show with me or laying down next to me. And I just don't do a lot of crazy movements. You know, the most time I really test my girls' movement is when I first get them in the house and I sort of test the movements of their limbs to make sure they're moving properly. But after that, guys, they hardly ever do any movement with me. You know, all of my girl skeletons are like brand new. You know, some guys buy a doll and they use them, switch their arms up and move them in all different positions and make love to them and get the girl's arms loose, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't want to, I've never wanted to do that. I like my girls preserved and feeling brand new, and like I said, I just don't have many reasons to move them, especially when I don't make love to them. So I'm not the best at skeletal movement other than when I do the doll reviews. So, after the doll review, I'm not sitting over here moving my girls around. It's just something I don't engage in. But I would definitely try to help you out and show you what I do. But I'm done. I finished all my comments. And we still right at the 2-hour mark. So I always laugh, man, because even when I have a few comments, it's still this show still goes about 2 hours. So now let's see what's going on. I'm gonna catch up with the chat right quick. That was great though, man. I had fun answering those questions or answering them in more full detail. Now let me see. Let's see where we are. We ain't got many more comments either. Leo says, "Hey Jay, da da da." He already answered that question. Okay. Leo asked me, and Leo, you don't even ask questions much, so I appreciate this question from you. Wait a minute, hold on, time out. Man, I thought Steve-O, he gave me another $2 on one of these videos. And I don't really see it, but Steve, I know you gave me a recent super thanks, so thank you for that. I want to thank you for that. Either way. Leo says, so basically what you were trying to say was, how do I feel about dolls where all dolls have solid legs if you have a full doll? So I think what you're trying to say is basically a doll with no bolts on her feet, a standing foot with no bolts. That's what they are. Basically, standing foot with no bolts. He said, I hope I explained that right. You did. I love them the best. That's what she is. My girl sitting next to me, Himaware, she has standing feet without the bolts. And honestly, every doll that I can get standing feet without the bolts, that's what I want, because I love feet on a human woman as well. I'm a foot connoisseur. Right now, I think my real doll has the best feeling feet. They just feel so amazing. They feel literally like a human woman, but she can't stand up. So Himaware, she has a beautiful set of feet as well, but they are a little bit harder because when you get the standing feet without bolts, they're going to make the silicone a little bit harder around the feet to allow her to stand up. But they aren't hard like concrete. But they just look so much more realistic. So when you look at the bottom of your girl's feet, you don't see these damn iron bolts and stuff like that. Because it does, as a foot lover, it throws me off a little bit to see those bolts on the feet. I don't really love to see that. So when I got Himaware, thank you God to Iron Tech Doll for sending me her for review. I've enjoyed her every second that I've had her, but every time I look at the bottom of her feet, it just brings joy to my heart, because I'm like, man, it feels good knowing that I don't have to look at those bolts, or even if I want to rub her feet, I don't have to worry about rubbing no damn bolts. And you can take the bolts out of standing feet, but still you're going to see the holes where the bolts go in. So it's sort of a bit of a buzzkill. So going forward, I want every doll that I get that has this capability, I want that incorporated in my doll, to have a doll with standing feet with no bolts. And like I say, my real doll, I love her because even though she can't stand, I can put her on her doll stand. It's just like she's standing, but I love the fact to be able to rub her feet without touching any bolts. So let me tell you something. I'm not going to I don't know. I've even thought about this. I'm like, man, sometimes I'm thinking like I might end up getting a dog that can't stand, because I just love the way that the foot feels without the bolts on it. And if you get a dog that can't stand, well, it's not, the foot isn't going to be hard at all. it's going to be a softer foot. You know, it's going to be like my real daughter, where hey, it's going to feel good in everything. Where her feet feel good, they just don't feel as good because they are hardened so she can stand. But with all that said, I'm a big fan of standing feet with no bolts, and that's the only way I would get a dog if that's available. Done. I finally got. Well, I already had my SEB7, my Dog King Army team member. I had my female to check in already, but this is my first female that's not a Dog King Army team member to check in. So glad to have you here, Dawn. Good to see you. You're my last comment for the day. Glad to have another vagina check in with the show. I really appreciate you coming and stopping by, saying hello to us. I miss Panny tonight, so Panny, if you look at this on the replay, uh, me and the girls sending you love, and all the other girls that use the check in. Now, I know some of my human women probably didn't love all of the content, but I always tell my human women, if you see some content talking about bad human woman behavior, like being a gold digger, that's not directed at you, especially if you're not that type of woman. I recognize it's amazing human women out here. They're not gold digging. They're just like anybody else. They're looking for a good relationship, and they're looking to do good by their human men. Uh, so I recognize there's great women out there. I'm just speaking against these women that are engaging in negative behaviors. So if some of my human women viewers are out there, don't let those shows deter you from coming back and checking in with me on live streams or looking at my videos and things of that nature. Hey, we still love you. We're not talking about all women. I wouldn't do that. It's just a certain segment of women who engage into these negative behaviors. And I do need to warn my male viewers about those type of human women. But for the most part, it is some great human women out there that are doing the right thing. And like I say, it's bad guys out there too, doing a lot of crazy stuff, beating up on women, and I don't approve of that type of foolishness. But I am a man, and so I'm going to be talking about a lot more of the male problems and the thing us men have to deal with. Why? Because those are the problems that I've dealt with. Now, I'm very knowledgeable about women as well. So if I have any female viewers that have any questions about their dating lives, you may have a question that you want to ask about a guy that you're dating and say, hey, Jay, this is happening in this relationship. What should I do? I'm here for that as well. So I give you advice just like I will my male counterparts. But like I say, when it comes to dating situations and stuff like that, I am going to answer or deal with more male subject matter because I am a male. So with all that said, the Power Hour is completed today. I appreciate all of you guys for watching, contributing with your comments, with your time. We really appreciate you because we say your time is your most precious commodity. You don't have to spend it with us, but you choose to spend it with us. We appreciate you, man. We love you. We thank you. And we want to send God's blessings over your life as we do at the beginning and end of every show. Whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, believing for, we're praying that you have it, whether it's health, finances, or new relationships. We're praying that God blesses you with those things. We just ask you believe it and you will receive it. Thank you wherever you are in the world for tuning in, for your time, whatever time zone you're in. We appreciate you. We really love you. This has been a great show. I'm blessed to do this. Like I say, I'm in a position now, man, and I've been in this position for months of clinging on to life and not in a negative way, just clinging on to doing my show like I had a dream. I had this regular job, 9 to 5, just like any of you out there. And they let me go during the pandemic and stuff like that because of things that I didn't agree with. And I'm glad that I stood my ground on it, but I lost my livelihood. I lost the ability to make money at the time. But you know what? I sunk every resource that I still had into doing my show. And ever since then, I've been piecing stuff together to just do my show, live my dream. And I'm going to tell you this, man. God is an amazing God, man. I remember when I used to work in that job, I was like, Lord, give me the chance to do my show, 24/7, where I can dedicate my whole life to doing my show, you know. And I was praying that he could allow me to make a living doing my show, because this is the only thing I want to do in life, you know, is to help people doing what I love to do. And man, God has been an amazing God. Thank you, Jesus. I promise you he has, because he's allowed me to do that for a nice little while now, man, almost 2 years, as far as just doing it without finances. He's allowed me to do it. But, you know, I am at a point now where the well, as far as what I can see with my eyes at this very moment, it is dry. And I don't really know much else what to do, but I'm in a position to where I'm looking for other things that I have to do to keep staying alive. Not just the show, but just keep staying alive. So with all that said, I don't know how consistent I'm going to be able to be. I just know I'm going to give it I always tell you guys, I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to still put all my love that I can into the show. And I'm thanking God for the time he allowed me to do this every single day and pour my whole heart into it. Because what I hated about a job is it always just takes away from your energy. You know, it takes away from your creativity. You know, you start thinking about things you have to do on that job. And, you know, it takes so much energy to create shows, to edit shows, to be motivated to do the next show. And those jobs, you know, when you're doing something that's not your dream, it just saps you. It takes that energy away from you. So I've been blessed to be able to do this for the time that I have been able to do it. Like I say, God takes you through different twists and turns along your journey. And I know the things that I prayed for, like I always tell you, I believe they're already answered. I believe he's gonna, if he wants me to keep doing my show and keep helping people, he's gonna make a way. But let me tell you guys, when you're chasing your dreams, it's never a straight line. Guess what? He may have many a twist and turn for you to go through, for you to see that dream come to pass exactly like you envisioned it. So yeah, I've been dealing with challenges the whole time, you know, that I've done this show. Lack of resources. My car went down. No hot water still in the house. No central air. You know, I got a couple of standalone window air conditioners, you know, resources drying up, all type of stuff. I've had recently come against a health issue, you know, all type of stuff. But you know what? I ain't missed a damn show, because I performed through the bad health. I performed through the bad finances. I performed through what seemingly bad situations. Because you know what? The enemy cannot defeat me, and he can't defeat you. You know what I'm saying? If you got that mindset. So everything that I've been through, I just thank God that I've been able to continue to make it. But like I say, going forward, I know it's going to be an even bigger challenge time-wise. And I don't know exactly how that's going to look. All I know is I'm going to keep pushing. And I'm going to keep putting my heart into it as much as I can. And I'm going to wait and be patient, because I know God is coming through. He's going to bring something about that's going to allow me to continue to live my dream like I've always envisioned it. But until then, I got to do what I got to do. And same thing with you. Keep following your heart. Thank you for your support. God bless you. Have a great day and have a great rest of the week. We got plenty of shows coming at you. But with all that said, it's been me, JayDollKingHefner, and the beautiful Himawari. And of course, I got the beautiful Saima Renee Uzumaki over there laid out in the bed. So I'll be getting a little rest with her. And I'll let you guys enjoy your day. We love you. We appreciate you. And we are finna get the hell up out of here. So love you guys. Thank you. And we are out to chin. 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 God bless and have a good one, guys. We out of here.